So what they are doing back to back now is deployment. Unu ha nụ ka nchigodi obere ọchị biko nụ. Unu ha na m aka ka nchigodi obere ọchị. What they are doing is deployment. Now listen very, very attentively if you are not listening. For the past few years, we have tried to convince the zoo that we don't want to be part of them by action, by words, by protests, by business, and by rebellion, fighting against every wish they wish to have. Nigeria can never progress as long as everybody in Nigeria do not agree. The United States of America will not progress if everybody in the US do not agree. We're not talking about few people. The Igbos are millions of people, and deep down the Yoruba people, they don't want to even be in Nigeria, but they're just there because they don't even know where to go. The Hausas don't want to be among Nigeria, but their leaders are forcing them to be in Nigeria with guns and bullets. You don't hold human beings with guns and bullets. It will expire one day. It will definitely expire one day. You see, these are practicals that have been proven to work historically. Biafras have said to themselves that we want to go. We want to go. Let us be. And here you have people saying that they must stay. And the funny part of all this thing is this. The level at which the Biafran fighters, those who carry the armor, and those who are pursuing it figures to that very point is going, is that we have to learn and understand that one thing is to another and nothing is to another. Yes. One thing is to another and the other thing is towards another. Because as we write for freedom, there are so many things that is left unanswered that one must do. So each time they just enjoy to kill Biafrans. They want to keep bringing down Biafrans every day by day. But how far will they go? That's the question that was asked. How far will they go? Maka na ndị unu chọrọ itinye n'alụ actually enough ebe. The way you are forcing and enforcing with all whatever you are forcing don't want to stay with you people. And you are still forcing yourselves because you feel that you are the gods and the ancestors of them. You feel that you can wake up and decide who they are. You feel that you can wake up to decide what they do. But wait a minute. I said wait a minute. The circle and the stethoscope to actualize Biafra is already in our hand. Deployment and deployment will not help anything. We have faced Biafran war, and this generation will be ready to face another one. But this time around is a promise that you are not going to win. Because then we have few people around the world. This time around we have millions. Who are not just millions around the world, but billionaires. You would be tired. When Ejuku made a mistake to deploy weapons from Lagos, no? This time around, the weapons will arrive in Biafra land because we're going to be flying them with fighter jets. And your skies will be too empty to understand the effect. And you know, ngwangwa etibego haku ya na-ekwuziketa ngwangwa na-etizikwa eti. Do you remember that the Prime Minister warned about this thing? Nnamdi Kanu warned about this thing. Some of you called him names. The people you are seeing in this very picture, look at this picture, pause this video and look at this picture very well, is the Hamas leaders. Hey, hello. The zoo is gone. Hamas leaders, so they are now in Nigeria. Hamas leaders. Then they destroy Israel every time they are sending missiles to Israel. They are the ones now in Nigeria. And of course, you know that the discussion to Islamize the country is already at hand. But Biafrans, this year I got pota. But this year I got pota. Farmer. As in Biafrans, this year I got pota. No got pota siya iki. Maka na ndị a enwego plan of actually maka nsogbu ihe a n'Igbo onye nwere ana n'Igbo oje na dị n'oche ya. They have made a hilarious plans. Do you know that they went to the extent of even granting these people interview on Channels TV? Hey! Alumele, asking the Alumele, bam, bam. You'll be seeing the video in no time. Alumele, bam, bam. This is what Nnamdi Kanu was warning us. They said that the terrorists are already here. I remember when ISWAP first of all entered Nigeria, Nnamdi Kanu was the first person to inform us. So I carried this connect. They carried this connect. Name was the name. There is fire on the mountain. Today, that prophecy that Nnamdi Kanu made a few years ago has now been fulfilled. What is this? So Nigeria has become a safe haven for these terrorists. And if you hear what the rubbish the man was even saying on Channels TV, he said he does not even regret sending missiles. They don't even regret sending missiles to Israel. Look at him. Look at him. I cannot play the video. Look at him. When Voice of Fear and Cape Simon Eba was like, is this possible? He's the Hamas leader. Israel is looking for him in Bianca. So in Nigeria now, there's a safe haven for them. This will tell you that Nigeria is really supporting terrorism. That is why terrorists cannot go. Any woman that wants to become president, they are fighting them. In any way we are talking, they are, see, this is what Nnamdi Kanu and Simon Eba has been fighting for you people to see, but you are not seeing it. Do you know what it means? Which country in Africa has granted these people interview? Which country in Africa? No country. But Nigeria did. Nigeria did. And that's the biggest message. It shows how they continue to support terrorism. Deep down them. No African country has protected these terrorists like Nigeria. Other African countries are fighting. Go to Chad, go to Ghana, go to Cote d'Ivoire, go to Niger. They don't even want to use here and here anything. Terrorism. But here is the Hamas leader using one of the biggest channels in Nigeria. One of the biggest channels in Nigeria. To do what? To do what exactly? To pass their message. And somebody is calling you to tell you that they don't regret releasing this and you want to pity those kind of people. Well, can we get onye ọdụ mma na ntị ya ọnụlọ onye ọdụkwa na mma na ntị ya o jiri uche eme ihe o kwesịrị ime mana akwụọ m ekwu akwụọ ya bụrụ na onye ga-ekwu ya. Biafrans have to leave. We cannot stay because this country na-adazikwa mmiri ọ na-adazi n'ike. And very soon a lot of things will begin to happen. Very soon. Ọ na-adazi n'ike. Onye ọbụla chọpụtakwa ahụ. Onye ọbụla malakwa ahụ. Maka oge erugo mgbe anyị ga-eji wee mara ife. May God help us.